Today we're in Cary, Illinois, and we're on a residential project, but it's kind of interesting. We've got lots of little things going on here. We're going to be raising a little bit of front sidewalk. We're going to be raising some sidewalk along the garage, and we're going to be lifting portions of a patio in the back to correct pitch and get water to run away. But we're not raising all of the patio. There are a couple sections of the patio that we believe were not really worthy of being raised and they should be replaced. So we didn't bid those areas. The homeowner's going to replace a little bit of that concrete back there. And then when we get done lifting, we're going to go through and we're going to do a lot of sealing of joints and gaps just to keep water out from the concrete that we've been raising, just to protect it and ensure a long-term durable repair. So we're going to walk through and I'll show you these areas that we're going to be lifting today a little closer so you can see exactly what we're doing. So here's a small section of sidewalk that we're going to be raising that's running up to the front door here. It's pitched slightly off and there's an uneven spot here that we're going to lift and get all of this straightened back up and safe again. And then we're going to do some joint sealing to keep the water out. So here's an area that we're not lifting. The driveway is a little bit below the height of the garage floor, but it's not real bad. So we're not going to lift this, but there's a large gap between the garage floor and the driveway where a lot of water is running down into this area. You know, when it rains, the rain hits the garage door, runs down, and then it's just this huge gap where all the water is going. So we're going to seal this up to keep the water out. And then this sidewalk on the side of the house has uneven areas. We've got squares that are tilting this way, squares that are tilting the other way. Gaps, joints are wide open. Water's easily penetrating the sub-base beneath the sidewalk. So we're going to lift all this up, get it level, get all the joints safe again, and we're going to seal all the gaps to keep the water out. So here's an area of the patio where it's clearly pitching water towards the foundation. And you know, when water goes towards the foundation, it's going to seep down underneath the patio and just continue eroding and softening the sub-base beneath the concrete. So it's really a self-perpetuating problem. When water starts pitching the wrong way, it's going to collect in the wrong areas, not drain off properly, and just cause more and more sinking and settling. So it's way down from the door, and the water is just running hard towards the foundation. So we're going to lift all this up and get the water to shed off properly. And once we're done, we've got gaps all around that we're going to seal with our sealant to keep the water out. Even these joints in between patio sections, we're going to seal all those up also. So here's the other section of patio that we're going to raise. We're actually focusing on the outer half of this patio. So we're going to raise right through here up to get the water to run away from the house. This concrete on this side is actually going to be replaced because it's been patched in, it's cracked, and it's got utilities running through it, around a window well also. So we're going to leave this alone, and once all the concrete is lifted, the homeowner is going to replace this concrete, which we think is a great solution for this area. And finally, this end of the patio is actually not only pitching towards the house, it's also pitching hard away from the house to where it's not level. So we're going to have to raise this outer edge to get the patio level this way. And once that's done, then we're going to raise along the house to get the water to run directly towards you, the viewer, and away from the house.
Now you can see the lifting process in action. We start by drilling small, strategically placed holes in the concrete surface. These are only about 5/8 of an inch in diameter, which is much smaller and less noticeable than what's used in older mudjacking methods. Through these access points, we inject a 2-part polyurethane material. As the components mix beneath the slab, they expand into a dense foam. Before the slab can raise, the foam naturally pushes downward and outward. This compacts any loose soils and fills voids that have formed over time. Only when the ground is firm enough to resist that pressure does the foam begin lifting the concrete upward. That's why the process produces such stable, long-lasting results. The base is strengthened at the same time the slab is being raised. The lift itself is carefully controlled. We don't raise everything at once. Instead, we apply foam in stages, checking elevations and blending to neighboring panels as we go. Our process restores proper pitch for drainage and keeps the surfaces safe and even. And because polyurethane cures so quickly, the slabs we're lifting here are ready for normal use within 15 to 30 minutes, providing the homeowner with a reliable, immediate fix. With the concrete lifted and stabilized, our process continues with sealing. This step is critical because sealing prevents water from getting back beneath the slabs we've just raised. We use a professional-grade, flexible sealant that bonds tightly to the concrete. As it's applied, it flows deep into joints and gaps, then cures into a barrier that stretches and moves with the concrete as temperatures change. That flexibility means it won't crack or peel away like cheaper products sometimes do. By sealing these openings, our process blocks rain, snowmelt, and surface water from eroding the subbase and washing out soils. Protecting against water is one of the best ways to extend the life of the repair. Together, lifting and sealing work hand in hand to deliver a durable, long-term solution that saves the homeowner from costly future problems. With the work complete, you can see the results. The slabs are back to their proper height, joints and gaps are sealed, and water will now shed away from the foundation instead of running toward it. What was once uneven, unsafe concrete is now stable, smooth, and protected against future settlement. Our process doesn't just restore appearance, it restores function, safety, and long-term durability. This project in Cary is a great example of how polyurethane concrete raising delivers a clean, lasting solution homeowners can count on.